Hi, today I want to talk about the new gun laws in Switzerland. In 2019, the EU came up with the great idea to have a more restrictive gun law in the EU, and Switzerland took it over because of a couple of contracts with the EU, and we have now different categories and more things are restricted, but that doesn't mean you can still buy them. So basically we have double barrel shotgun like the Beretta 690. That one is free if you're over 18. You don't need anything special, just your criminal records and nothing else. You can go to a store and buy 5 of them, no problem. Also you can get ammunition for it. Pistols with standard capacity magazines, that means not more than 20 rounds, or revolvers with obviously a drum, that one holds 5 rounds. They require a permit, still the same like before. That is a really bad weapon considered to the new gun laws, because it has a high capacity magazine and it has a collapsible stock, and the gun can be shorter than 60 centimeters. And that makes it a bad gun. This is a regular rifle. This one is an AR-10, chambered in .308. But this one has also a big magazine. It's a 20 round magazine. This is a fully automatic weapon. Comes with a 30 round magazine. That one was already forbidden before. Some items and some firearms are restricted now, but you can still buy them. Okay, as I mentioned before, a double barrel shotgun or a double barrel rifle or a single loading rifle, even if it's a big caliber like a 50 BMG, just requires your criminal records to be clean, and you must be over 18, of course, and then you can go to your favorite gun store and buy one of those. Next category is shotguns with non-detachable magazines. So this one comes, I don't even know, maybe 6 or 7 round tube magazine, and it's not detachable, so this is not a bad gun. And this one has a silencer suppressor on it, but that's a different story. Also revolvers with fixed drums, same category as this one, but you still need a permit. It's a small piece of paperwork. You can get online. You send it to the police with your criminal records, and takes like, I don't know, 7 days, maybe 10 days. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks. You got the paperwork, you can buy these guns. Now, before the law has changed, there were just one category, and that was firearms in common. It did not matter how long they were and what the magazine capacity was, and that's the part that changed. So you can still buy this rifle with a default permit, or for example this handgun, as long as you use for pistols a magazine with less than 20 rounds. This one takes 15 rounds. This is not dangerous, so this is perfectly fine. If I buy this rifle with a default permit, I am not allowed to use a 20 round magazine. 10 rounds for rifle, 20 rounds for pistols. Makes sense? No, but it's still the law. Buying magazines is still open to everybody. I know that some gun shops are not selling magazines to people not owning a gun, and if they cannot prove they're legally allowed to buy a big round, a high capacity magazine, they're not gonna sell it. But the reality is you can order them just online, and you can get like 10 of those, 15, no problem. But if you insert a magazine in this rifle, which you bought with a normal permit, then you're breaking the law. There is still a possibility to buy the rifle with a high capacity magazine, but you need a different permit, since it will be a forbidden weapon. So that permit is for sport shooters, and it's like a small special permit. That's what it's called. It's the same paperwork, nothing else to provide. They maybe ask you if you're shooting in a club. Maybe you have to prove that you're a club member, and then you can buy rifles with 30 round magazines, with default round magazines, like with standard magazines. And you can also have, for example, for the Glock, you can get 30 and 33 round magazines. You can insert them and shoot them, no problem. So this is again another category and a different way how to purchase such a firearm. Here the problem is, well, we have two of them. One is it takes high capacity magazines, like we call it a standard magazine with 30 rounds. But this rifle has a foldable stock, and now it's shorter than 60 centimeters, which makes it, regarding to the law, especially dangerous. So without a collapsible stock, foldable stock, and with a 10 round magazine, it's not dangerous. But in this configuration, it is considered a really dangerous weapon, and this is why it's a different category now. So to get one of those, you can still buy them, no problem. You need to have a collector's license. So obviously only museums and special collectors can be interested in such a bad rifle. That is why you have to get a collector permit. It takes the same amount of time, and it's the same paperwork. You're gonna send in your criminal records, apply for the collector's permit, and then you can go to a store and buy one of those rifles. So this is still semi-auto, so nothing really special about this. So this is the last category, and it's full automatic weapons. MP5, for example, SG553, Glock 18. Can you still have them? Can you still buy them? Yes, you can. Nothing actually changed here. These were forbidden even before the law changed, so they're still forbidden, and you can still have an exemption, like a special permit. Takes the same amount of time, 1 or 2 weeks. You can go to a store, and if they have them, you can buy one. The only thing that actually changed is you have to prove, or you have to bring a concept of storage. So like before, you have to store the weapon without the bolt carrier, or for like pistols, the slide separated from the frame for storage. If you use it and if you carry it around or have it in the car for transportation, it can be installed and fully functional. You just have to store it separated, that's all. So what about all the guns you had before the law changed? Well, everything was grandfathered. So if you haven't got a new gun since 2019, you're still good. There's no proof of separation, there is no different paperwork you have to send in, it's still the same. So after all this, the big question is, what has really changed? Actually, not much. It's a different type of form you have to fill out, a different kind of way to store your firearms. Can you still have all those firearms in Switzerland? Yes, you can. It's just a different piece of paper. And that is the way Switzerland goes. The EU said those weapons with the big magazines, with the high capacity magazines, with the collapsible and foldable stocks are too dangerous. They have to be illegal. So that's what Switzerland actually did. But on the other side, Switzerland is known for having a way around, and that is the special permit. So yes, those firearms are not legal anymore, but you still can have them if you have a permit for it. And that is the way the Swiss law is good for the EU. They took over the same law, but still the citizens can have every kind of firearm. And that's about it. Unfortunately, I think the EU will come up with some new bullshit in a couple of years. Hope not too soon, but meanwhile we keep everything we have.